Good morning. This is Brene Flanoy. Thank you for popping into my studio. It is about 6:45 in Indianapolis. What is that? Eastern Daylight Time or something? Eastern Standard Time, EST. That's what I remember. I hope that you are well and ready for a little bit of art practice. I will not be before you long today. Let's see if that. I wanted the music to be there, but it'll be a little bit quiet. Now, I'm an art teacher by day, and I love painting portraits. Absolutely love doing paint parties and creating custom designs for you and your guests. Okay, so right now, these designs were created for an event this past week for the She event from Miss Katina Washington, an amazing, generous community builder, right? We're just going to say it like that. She is the plug, the connector, and always sharing, always giving. And baby, if I could just be in a little corner in the room where she is serving, I am really blessed to be there. So these designs are there. They're in the download folder. If you'd like to go grab them, there's no charge right now. They're in our freebie folder. And I need to maybe call it that, our freebie folder for our downloads. And they'll be in there for a limited amount of time. I will send this folder over to Miss Katina Washington, or at least let her know it's there so she can see what she wants to do with that. Now, I think I am going to paint this design today. We did this one the other day, and this is just lovely and beautiful. And we have a couple of other designs back there, so I'm gonna add that to our other designs. I'm gonna scoot this over. Let me get my little tissue out of the way. All right, so our designs are right there for you to see. Got my water all ready, so I don't need to pour that in for our water bottle. And yeah, we're ready to rock and roll. Looks like there's a little bit of light glare on there, but we're ready to go. We've got our paint right here. Let me spritz that. Okay. You don't need a whole lot. You just want to wake the paint up just a little and get it hydrated. It's dry. I forget you're looking at me. But yeah, we get that hydrated, get that going, and let it sit for a moment, and we're ready to go. So let me move these others out of the way. I've done this one, but I didn't do it live, so we may try to get to that one tomorrow or Saturday. And this is just colored pencil. So whatever you have, I'm going to call this art practice, all right? Just a little corner in the world where we're painting. Now, one thing I would like to do is make the paint cam larger. So give me just a moment while we figure this out. And somehow or another, I wish I could zoom in on our paint cam, but I would just literally have to get closer. But the only problem is, and I'm so close to the camera right here, that my brush would continually hit it. So right now, there's no way for the zoom, but we're right here. I need to probably cover that up too. And you know, I have said a couple of times this week that I need to have a piece of paper back here to protect my little painting surface. I'm going to grab one. All right, so I have a little piece of cardstock that I'm just going to clip to my board here just to kind of keep it all neat and clean. And the paint can absorb back here. So as you're setting up your little area for your wellness time, keep that in mind, that you just want to keep it simple. This is a clipboard. I have it sitting on top of like a little shoebox style, you know, so just so I'm closer to the camera. And yeah, let me invite you in. So let's see here. We're going to pull you a little bit closer, and all right, I think we're okay. Let me scoop my paint over so you can see that a little bit more. You won't see all of the paint But there we are. Is that better? I hope that's better. Because I'm also trying not to knock the computer off. Um, but this is the setup for now. Hopefully this is okay. I hope that whatever you're working with, if you've had a time to get the download, I do believe that's in the captions or the description of the video, where you can go to thepaintedpose.com, and I'm just going to lift this up here, and you do a / download. That'll get you on my email list. You'll receive an email. Check your spam or your junk folder, and inside of that email is a link to the folder where this design and so many others are kept right now. So go in there and grab those goodies while you can. So I think this time we're going to go with a little bit of cool blue. All right. I have a lot of water in here. Oh, I like this brush. I wish I knew what size it was. This has to be closer to a size 8. Oh, please forgive me. This voice. Oh, hey. Now I've got a little bit too much water there, but we're going to keep moving. This cool blue is nice. And like I said in the other broadcast, I had these cards. They're about 4 by 5 inch postcard type. Now the downloads will be the full 8.5 by 11 page. So I basically put 4 postcards on one of these pages and turn those into like a little handout instead of just a regular business card. It was just something that people could create on top of. All right, so we've got that going. I'm going to, you know what, maybe I'll take a little bit of this blue and add it to their jacket, sweater. It's still warm and hot, but it's kind of cool right now, so you could tell that fall is around the corner. So I'm just bringing this blue on down here. You know what? I'm going to catch another little corner and just bring it right on out. And I just want this to soak right on into the paper. All right. So now let's go ahead, and we still have a little bit of that brown that we had the other day. Let me bring this up a little bit. So I'm going to get a little bit of this brown, and I'm just going to mix it right here. Now, if you have another little glass plate or a little plastic plate, that would be great. I'm just mixing that there. I'm going to clean my brush out with a little bit of water. I should have added the yellow first, but we're right here. So I'm going to go in here and swoop up a little yellow, and I'm going to add that here. That'll warm that brown up. Okay, there we go. And now, you remember how I said I like to wet the paper just a little bit. You don't have to drench it, but I want to give the paper a little water so that the fiber is already moist and it won't absorb the paint and lock it in. Let's see here. We're just going to go around, and we have a little bit of paint on here. We're just kind of going along the edge in little circles just to kind of blend it in a little bit. All right, I'm going to grab a little bit more of that paint, and we're just coming on over here. And the good thing about having the template, it goes pretty fast. And this is good training wheels for you. Right? I had to make sure that my head isn't in the way, because I will be in the way sometimes. When I get into it, baby, we get into it over here. All right, I'm going in here with a little bit darker for the neck. And I'm just swirling it just slightly just to blend, right? Because I don't want a bunch of brush strokes. And there's nothing wrong with those. I just didn't really. Now see, I don't know if I gave enough water to drink over here. You see how quickly that transforms into a beautiful statement. And it's simple and easy. Let me know if you're ready for a selfie, because I would love to create one for you. That's the new thing. That is the new thing out here in the paint party world. If you've if you're watching me from another state, another city, another country, ask your local paint party person to create a selfie design. And painting with your pets is a big deal. You know, painting your friend, you know, it's a big deal out here now. And we make it so easy for you to have a good time using art. This is great for team building. And I want to practice a little bit of paint pouring, getting some large canvases and just go at it. But we have to make sure that we protect the surface wherever we are and it has a place to dry. All right, so that happened really, really fast. And I just wanted to pop on quickly and let you know that it doesn't have to take all day. All right, so let me pull this closer. All right, that is a nice statement. Now, I don't know what you want in your background. You could leave it white. I'm going to go with this smaller brush, and I'm just going to go in here and add a little bit more shading for the lips. Okay. All right, there's already some shading with the black outline, but you know, I'm a little extra. I like to go in here and add my own little illustrative touches. Okay, so here we are, and just trying to blend it out. All right, I'm gonna come right up here underneath this lip area and add a little bit of shading here. Now I could keep going because I enjoy doing that. Let's see if you could tell. I enjoy doing that. So I'm trying to look at the camera and make sure I'm looking at you. Inside of this little area here, I just added a little bit more up underneath there. Now we could do the same thing in the eyes, but you know what? I like that clear blue, and we're ready to just leave that be. I'm going to quickly add a little bit of a wash in the background, and I'm going to let you go. And so we weren't on here too long. So if we can maybe try to keep these morning sessions, and I'm just going to go ahead and drench it. Okay. Keep these morning sessions to about 10 to 20 minutes. I think that would be good. Let me know what you want to paint next. It's end of summer. Excuse me, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. End of summer, almost fall. How about we just go ahead and add a little bit of purple back here? Just really make it very dramatic. Now, you got to be careful with this index card. Whoop! I got over my highlight there. I got a little bit too busy. I'm going to leave that one over there, make that one brighter. All right. So you see, now you can't, well, you might not be able to see. I'm going to try to pop that up here so you can see. Just making this a cool statement right here. And then the warm skin pops out. So let me show you. Well, I guess I can go ahead and pop this and make that purple since I have it on my brush. All right. So, but we're going to leave that bright highlight there. Let's see here if I can show you real fast. Nope. Don't really want to share the screen anymore. Let me remove that. Let me just pop this in real close. Nope. Nope, that's only if I were sharing. Hold on. We're just going to come back to this. Let me make sure I'm in the screen here. Let me make sure. Here we go. That looks very, very nice. All right. So we just did a quick little wash, a little watercolor. And yeah, that's that. Let me join you. Great, great, great. This is Brene Flournoy once again inviting you into the studio for a little bit of art for joy, art for wellness, art for self-care. So let me know what you'd like to create, and I'll throw it in the folder, okay? This is, I don't know. I'm looking at it. It's fun. It's simple with a couple of colors. So what do we use? We use a little bit of brown, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of blue, a little bit of purple. 4 colors, real fast, strong statement. All right. So thepaintedpost.com, go and talk to me. We've got our contact us form. Let me know what you want to paint for September. Now, I have some cool Labor Day designs. I will throw maybe 1 or 2 in the folder for you. But let me know if you want more portraits, because I am the painted pose. I love people to pose and I love to paint them. So let me know if you want more portraits of different hairstyles, different skin tones. We're all the human race. I truly believe it's just one human race with all the delicious flavors, right? Okay. God, you are an amazing chef. All right. All these delicious skin tones, features from the wide to the mid to the very narrow, from the thin to the medium and the very full. So join me. Let me know. Talk to me. You can get in the comments and let me know. Hey, Bernade, fall is coming. I'm a pumpkin girl. All right. I already have some designs. Book your Paint Party Pro. All right. In your area. Now, some of you know that I am doing a paint party directory. I don't have very many paint party pros in there. I've got a lot of event planners in there, but let your paint party pro know to get in the directory. Okay. Or if you are a paint party pro, contact me. Contact me. I've got a couple of things going in the background. All right. Reach out to me, Bernade at thepaintedpost.com or info@thepaintedpost.com or support at Paint Party Directory. So this is the end of our art time today. Isn't that nice? Simple, easy, fun. I don't know why I wanted to say easy breezy cover girl. What's wrong with me? But anyway, let me go ahead and end the stream. Peace to you. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care. Till the next time. Spread some art joy.